You can sit there if you want to.
No. I should. I can ask the question.
So, yesterday we were here in the play where IGB broke up the pass to Jeremiah. Jeremiah goes to the ground. IGB starts talking to him a little bit. You're right there. Jeremiah gets up, doesn't say anything. And he's the first person you kind of give a 5 to. Why is that?
Oh,
In red zone.
on 4?
Yeah.
On Jeremiah? I mean, because it's great competitive excellence, man. They go at it. We get each other better. Excellent football player, man. So I always got to make sure, we keep those guys' confidence. They do the same with us. It's good competitive spirit, man. He's going to be an elite player. You know what I mean? So we always try to make sure with our group, Zone 6 and BIA, that we compete in a loving manner.
How many people do you think you have in your room right now where you can throw them out there on the game and feel confident what they can do?
We probably like one of 5. We have 5 guys right now for sure. Possibly another one. So, it's still early. So you'll know a little bit more a week from now. You know what I mean? When you start playing, scrimmage a little bit and get into some other situations. Because now, you know how it is about can you do it over a period of time? You know what I mean? Can you stack 6, 7, 8, 9 days in a row? See if we can, what we got. Could be, he's in that mix. It's like I said, because you got to do it over time, man. You got to make sure it's a true eval on how it's going on all situations and all days stacked up.
Have you ever had a room like this?
Talking about how there's a bit of concern with the nickel depth. Is there a concern in your eyes, and where are you at with that position?
No, there's no concern with our depth. We're fine. We got a lot of guys that play that spot. We've been, just been moving guys there throughout spring, and we did it during camp. So our depth is fine there. He's good. He's healthy. He's been good to go. So he has the yellow jersey on, but he's been practicing fine, and he's good to go.
You've been doing this for a long time. Mm-hmm. 5 guys in a room. I think that's like 9 guys in cornerback line. Have you ever had a room that deep in terms of playable guys who are game ready?
No, we got a deep room. We got guys that have experience. We got some good upcoming young guys that have talent. They got to gain experience. You're usually gonna do that through game days, but we have a good group. We have good depth. We just got to keep it going and keep growing.
Where's Calvin?
Most people are happy that one lockdown corner. It looks like you got these 2. How good do you feel about those guys right now? Whoever's against them.
Yeah, we feel good. I mean, we feel good. We're gonna play. We get work at practice every day against best we're gonna see, man. And we start talking about those guys over there with Jeremiah, with Mac, Cardell. They got some really good dudes that we go against every day. They're different body types. You got Brandon Ennis, different skill sets, different lengths, different heights, different speeds. So we get really good work going against really good guys at different positions. So that'll make us feel good on Saturday going in with matchup wise. What's that? Yeah, but you saw how I walked it off with that, right? It was easy. I didn't flinch with it, right? It hit me right there, and I just walked it off. You know what I mean?
What makes Aaron capable of being in that group right now this early?
Competitive, coachable, has a passion to play the game, wants to learn, has a lot of energy, man. So that's a part of it, man, that you want to have passion and energy to play the game. So he does a great job with it.
Tim, what's the way Denzel and Davison have been competing out there, at least we've gotten to watch. What does that just tell you about the culture of your room that you brought along here? I mean, how do you explain it?
You remember, like we talked about before, we compete in everything. We're competing in our own room to see who the best players are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we don't just compete against other guys. We compete in our room. So we have created that environment through that recruiting that you got to compete to come here.
And what does it do for that room when those upperclassmen guys are doing it? You know what I mean?
It just sets the tone and it sets the culture. So it kind of takes care of itself. So, and if you don't do it, you're not going to fit in here. So it's going to be a problem. You know what I mean? So we try to create that competitive spirit because that's what it's going to take to go where we need to go.
Going into the first several games, especially, how many guys do you plan to play right now? I mean, at like performance.
I don't.
Like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't sure of the numbers exactly yet, but we got to play. It's a long season. So we got to start getting experience early. We're going to move things around. We got to see how it pans out because we got to create that early so we have the depth and experience as we start going down the stretch of the season. And the only way you get experience is playing.
Is there one guy who's really
have an analyst coach in practice, like kind of the golf field guys
before now they can help you coach them? How are you using that with the secondary, like Aaron Duhart and some of those?
Well, we use Duhart and Mike Hunter a lot to help us because they have that experience now, and Mike Hunter has, played the game. He's coached for a while. He actually played for me with the Giants. So he knows a lot of teaching styles, and he's actually been on the field full-time coach also for a minute. So, and Duhart has been with me for a couple of years, second year now. So we use those guys in drills and meetings to help them all hands on deck approach with that. And then Brent Zadevsky helps as well, with the young guys and try to make sure everybody gets some hands-on teaching to escalate their learning.
I imagine that's pretty beneficial because a year ago they were just watching film, and now they can be a little more hands-on. Does that help to have more guys be hands-on?
Very beneficial because we can, create meetings and stuff that they can get a lot of individual work with guys what they needed with the pace going so fast in training camp.
Where does Calvin fit into that mix of corner?
He's in the mix of that stuff. You know what I mean? So, like I said, we got a big pool of guys, man. We trying to sort it out over time. So we're moving it around. We're giving guys chances to try to see. It's a little early right now, but I think within a week we'll kind of it'll start playing. It'll play out itself.
What kind of a jump have you seen from Calvin from year one to where he's now in year two?
He's growing, you know what I mean? Because he's doing special teams. Because, he was behind, started out when he came in. And he's kind of done increased his role more on the special teams part. On the defense, got to keep growing, got to keep coming. And in the mix, you got to keep competing every day. You know what I mean? So there's a group of guys there that we're looking to kind of see, who separate themselves within the next week and a half or so.
Last question. A player who's as experienced and accomplished as Denzel is, where are the areas where you look for, I guess, that little bit of growth so that he continues on that developmental plane, even though he hasn't played a lot?
Leadership. We look at the leadership, and we look for him to see game-like situations and see how he's just in practice. So I hold him to a high standard on making right adjustments and making right decisions, even if we haven't really installed it or hit it yet, because you got to play the game now because you know the basics. So you got to play the game every practice on the little details, situations, splits, backfield sets, formations, and I give him challenges every day to ask him questions and tell me what he saw on these things to make sure that even if we didn't hit this and this shows up, you got to think like this on certain scenarios.
Do you challenge him differently than you will challenge the other guys who just haven't played quite as much yet?
A little bit, but I do the same thing with IGB and Jordan. You know what I mean? I do the same thing with those guys that have been around. And then I'm pulling Jermaine into that mix too with the growth of playing the game within the game.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Came over, I wanted to ask about Aaron. Hopefully you got anybody else.
He was asked about Aaron. He had like a kind of a stock answer for all the corners really outside of the top four, which is like they're in the mix. They got to keep growing, get experience, that kind of stuff.
That doesn't help the hype train.
I know.
Got Jermaine Matthews in the middle. I went to the
Scoot up to it.
Yeah.
Jermaine, how much of your camp has been playing nickel, and how much has it been playing outside?
I think the first couple of days I was more of at nickel. I think I've been moved more outside. A couple players came back, and so we got more depth now. So I can just go back and forth. I think it's been a good mix of 50-50 right now.
You like being able to show that versatility in your game?
Yeah, because it just gave me an opportunity for just somewhere else to get on the field and just build my versatility up for the next level as well.
You got in a good amount last year. What are the biggest things you've been working on this offseason to enhance?
Just being more valuable to the team, just like the nickel thing. I didn't play nickel last year, and I started just learning it in the spring and just growing more with it now. So I think just getting more value for the team and just finding my way, just buying into my role.
From a skill set standpoint, are there specific things you're working to improve?
Always trying to work on technique things like press, off man, catch man, just being smarter, just knowing routes and formations.
Denzel told us the big tip media day that when you step on the field, you just kind of shift. Like your mentality shifts. Has that always been the case? So I guess what does that feel like to you when you step across the line?
Oh, there's just a feel that I have for football. It's just I just got a switch that I could just turn on, and everything that's just going on around me off the field and around me it just goes away until the hammer comes back off and back to reality.
Jermaine, seeing Jordan last year go from potentially starting on the outside to becoming really, really good at nickel, does that kind of help you understand that, like, yeah, nickel is a role that you can really thrive in and still be able to play on the outside?
Definitely, that was actually some extra motivation because I seen Jordan do it. He switched and he played very well last year. So I think I can just find my way there as well. I just was wanting to try something new.
You mentioned that you kind of have that different mentality when you step on the field. Have you had to grow more off the field than on the field here?
Definitely, just a lot of off the field things that I just have to grow on. Just being more attention to detail off the field. That's probably the biggest thing for me right now.
How do you do that?
Just focusing more, just having a plan for everything that I got to do.
Do you look at as that kind of being the difference between getting from where you are now and really being that elite corner?
I think so, but along with some technical things as well on the field, I think I'm the hardest person on me as me period. So I think I critiqued every little thing that I even do on the field, even if everybody else probably think I made a good play. I probably stepped wrong or did this wrong, and it could have been even better. Could have been a pick instead of a PBU. I just think of things like that.
Jermaine, we've seen you have an interception in a game, went back for a touchdown. Did the interception in practice last weekend, went back for a touchdown. I think we've only seen you have 2 picks, and they both went for touchdowns. Do you have like a thing for getting the end zone? Is that something you've done a lot in your career? I don't know.
This is what I do. I just want to score. Find a way to get into the end zone. I play defense, so you don't get that many opportunities. So when you do, you got to just capitalize on it.
What's it been like competing against Jeremiah?
I think he's like a different type of talent. Like I don't think I ever seen anything like him because he's so tall and big and he can run as well. So it's like he got a good mix of everything.
When you're going against him and Carnell and Brandon and Mecca every day, just how much better does that make you as a football player?
It make me better every day. I think, like I think I said this last year. I have no worries when we get to the games because of the people I see every day in practice and the people I'm seeing every day right now. So when we get to the games, me personally, I don't think that some of the receivers we're gonna play is better than who we have now. So it just gives me more confidence.
IGB was saying when you cover Jeremiah, you really have to know force you to like cover the ball really well because it's like is that how you?
You got to finish the play on him. Like you can be with him step for step, but you got to finish it all the way to the ball hit the ground because I don't know what it is.
Are you a talker out there? You guys talk a lot out there.
We all talk.
So we saw yesterday that somebody, I think it was Davison, got in Jeremiah's face after he broke up the ball. And Jeremiah didn't react at all. Is that natural for a freshman to just shrug that off and go about doing his thing?
That's just him. I don't ever think it's just a freshman thing. It's just him. He just don't really. He don't talk a lot. He'll show some emotion. He catch a pass, but he doesn't really do too much talking. He's a gamer. He's just a gamer.
Who's the best trash talker at Florida?
It's a three-way tie. It's me, Davison, Aaron Scott. Aaron Scott, he got to let something to me. Denzel do too.
I mean, asked him about Aaron Scott, and he said that Aaron's kind of in the mix to get some playing time here. What have you seen out of Aaron? Why is he so ready to play this early?
Aaron has a big frame and he has just a knack for just the position. And he's been growing since he's got here. He's been growing a lot. He's been showing improvement. So that's always a great sign. Good. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, man.
What's up?
How much fun is it going against these receivers?
Man, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. We're getting them better. We come with the mentality every day that we're gonna mud them every day in practice, and they know that. They're barking back now, and that's just what we're trying to bring every day in practice. Just continue to bring that dog out of everybody else, and and especially for me as a leader in this group, just continue to bring the guys up with me and come with the mentality to win every play. Oh yeah, Jeremiah's a dog. I mean, I've been saying this for a long time now. He's on our team, and I'm glad he's on our team, and we're getting him better.
What makes him a dog?
Really just his mentality. 50-50 balls. He's a pro's pro. He's 18 years old, and he has everything you want in a prototypical receiver. So.
Denzel, you've kind of been like the litmus test for the quarterback competition in a way because you're very, very honest. 8 practices in, what have been your opinions of the quarterback, and especially Will Howard?
Say that again.
Just what's been your thoughts and impressions of Will Howard through 8 practices?
Oh yeah, Will Howard's been gaming. He's gotten a lot better, and he's been doing his thing. Great reads. He's only thrown 1 interception all camp, and but nah, man, he's a great leader. Great person. He's a vet, and he's a great quarterback. I always just say, for me, I'll say his pocket presence, how he handles his team, how he breaks the huddle, how he finishes plays, how he is in the live periods when it's good on good, when the ball is down, and just him, the balls he throws, and what he's been doing on the field, moving the ball, and he's a great add to the team.
When we talked to you in Indianapolis, you were a little guarded. Like, I want to see more from him. He was okay in the spring, but have you seen everything you need to see to say he can be our guy?
Oh yeah. He's definitely been balling. Really proud of him. He's been going really hard, playing really well, good decisions with the ball. And especially when you go against this defense, it's not going to be easy every practice, but he's been making really good decisions, and he's been doing good. Yeah. It's really just more instincts. The PBUs, they're cool, but in the day, we got to turn that ball over. And we're doing everything in our power to come out and compete every single day, and turn that ball over and just go get the ball, man, and make the receivers better. Man, it's really comfortable. Communication is really at an all-time high right now. We're all on the same page. We're mixing a lot of stuff up, and it's going to be a great year.
You said the receivers have been barking back. Who's barking back the loudest?
The barking back, I mean, Carnell Tate, Brandon Ennis, really just them two right now. But I'm glad we're getting that. I'm glad we're getting that response, and it's just showing that can't be messed with.
Trash talk has been a talking point this whole offseason between you and receivers. Why is it important to have that in practice and just, I guess, something that's going on?
Just to have that grit, especially going into the games, just knowing that in the back of their mind that we go against the best every day. So when we play on that field Saturday, no one could they can't mess with us. So it's just just competing, getting each other better, having a little trash talk. At the end of the day, we all got one common goal, that's to win a national championship.
Last question for Denzel.
Ooh.
Folks, we have Bryce and Rogers on the north.
Carnell, he's a really good player. Kind of reminds me a little bit like T. Higgins a little bit. I might be gassing him, but he like T. Higgins. But he's a ball player. He's good with his routes. He can catch the ball, and he's a great player.
Coach Walt was saying he tries to challenge you a little differently just because you're so experienced and pretty accomplished compared to the rest of the room. So what's camp been like with you and him? Is he's tried to make you a little uncomfortable to help you get better?
Yeah, Coach Wall, he's just continued to coach me really hard, making sure I take care of the little details and making sure I'm doing everything possible to be, the first corner off the board this year. And he's been coaching me hard and just making sure I take care of everything.
Denzel, thank you very much. Jeremiah. Folks, you have Jeremiah Smith on the middle 20.
How y'all doing?
Well, first of all, just kind of what is camp been like? Everyone has praised maturity as well as your athleticism and ability. How did you kind of approach this camp and the impression you wanted to make?
Camp been going very well for me right now. I'm still learning, just a freshman. So, just coming in as a young guy, just listening to the older guys that have been here, that have been through camp, and just listening to Coach Hartline. You got Emeka, Tate, Brandon Ennis, Kojo, Jalen Ballard, the guys who've been here. So, just listening to them guys, they just put me in the right direction to succeed.
Jeremiah, what's it like just to get as much attention as you've gotten before you can play the game?
It's a blessing, but you don't want that hype to, affect you and all this other stuff that's going around me. I just keep my head down, just find ways to get better each and every day.
Is it easy to block out that noise?
Oh yeah, it's very easy. I just don't be on social media that much. Just don't look at Twitter and all that other stuff. So that's easy for me.
Everybody around you says that you're actually a very quiet person
in
real life, and yet it seems like Jeremiah Smith, the football player, is just very loud. Everything that happens with him, whether it's his recruitment or the way he plays football. So, I don't know, how are you? Those are two different people. There's almost Jeremiah Smith, the football player, and Jeremiah Smith, the human being.
Yeah.
Who is Jeremiah Smith, this person that we've all clearly are in a frenzy about over the last couple of years?
Like you said, it's that way. Off the field, I'm a quiet person. On the field, I'm a different type of person. But just a quiet person who just all about his business. That's all I can say.
So, when did you realize the craziness that came with you? What age did that happen? And you realize, okay, this is a lot that I have to kind of deal with here and navigate through.
I say, after my sophomore year of high school, that's when things started getting real crazy.
What happened that
Just how I was playing in high school and the attention that I was getting, and it just got crazy my senior year. I just had Ohio State fans coming to my game, and I was like, whoa, I never had that happen. No other school, just Ohio State fans came to my game. That was like, wow, that's crazy.
Do you you're quiet, but also, do you like that? Do you want everything to come to you? Who you are?
I do, but at the same time, I don't. I just like to be a normal person. I don't really like attention like that.
When you get on the field, are you a showman? How would you describe it? It's kind of like your art form, isn't it?
Yeah, on the field, I'm a little bit more chippy a little bit, but sometimes I still be quiet on the field.
What's the competitive part of you? When did you notice that about yourself?
I've been had that in me since I was 8-9 years old. It happens. Just how I am, how I was raised, just to be a competitor. That's the reason why I chose to come to Ohio State, just to compete each and every day, to go against the best DB group in the country.
That's what I wanted to say. Has it been enhanced the last several months? Going against Igbenogson and Denzel Burke, etc.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just going against them two guys, the best two DBs in the country. That's the reason I came here. Just going against guys just gonna make me better each and every day.
Yesterday, there was a play, the fourth down play in the red zone.
Yeah.
And he went nuts. And you didn't say a word.
Yeah.
And then a few plays later, you caught one on him. Down there.
Yeah.
You didn't say a word then either, did you?
I did. I said. Well, he said when he deflected the ball, he said, "I'm here." I said, "Okay, I'm gonna be back." And that's so I'm gonna be back. Then when I made a play, I just walked off. That's it.
When you caught the ball.
Yeah. I said, "I told you I'm coming back, right?" Yeah.
What's it like being back with Carnell Tate and Brandon Ennis for your NCAA days?
Okay. It feels great, just us three to be on the field together. We're gonna make a lot of plays this year for sure.
What have you learned from them over time?
I learned a lot, especially from Carnell, because we both play outside. So just learning from him, and the things he learned, he just teaching me. And he was behind Marv and stuff like that, so he's just teaching me the game for sure.
What specifically have you gotten better
better at in camp compared to when you first got here?
I'd say my footwork. That's the biggest thing. Me and Coach Hartline was looking at. That's one thing I need to get better on. So, I mean, I just worked on that in the off season and just got better over time.
What instilled your work ethic in you?
What instilled my work ethic in? I mean, just I really don't know. I can't really answer that, but it's just in me. Like I just want to work. That's one thing. I think I say I get it from my dad. My dad really the reason why I work so hard because since I was like 8 years old, he just wanted me to just work and be the best at what I do. So I mean, I say I get it from my dad.
Have you seen the clip of Ryan Day? Like on signing day when
Yeah.
he kind of buckled.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen it.
And how close did you come to
I wasn't flipping at all. I don't know why people made it seem like it was that. I was a Buckeye, and that's it. That's all.
How did your dad set an example?
He set a big example. Me just I ain't gonna say it was only just my dad. It was me. I have a cousin named Geno Smith. He played for the Seattle Seahawks, so I looked up to him as well. I mean, seeing what he was doing at West Virginia with Tavon Austin and Stedman Bailey. So I mean, he was a motivation for me, and just older guys that grew up before me in Miami Gardens area, Broward area for sure. I mean, just looking up to those guys like I say Brendan Ennis for sure. He was a class ahead of me, so I seen the things he was doing in the 8th grade, and I was just like, whoa. I mean, that's something I want to do.
What do you think about the expectations for you? I mean, I had Chris Carter on my podcast a few weeks ago. He thinks you'll be a factor from the first play, first day, first game, etc. Those are big expectations. You embrace those?
I really don't. I mean, I know it's big expectations for me because number one player in the country coming in and all the hype around me. So I mean, I just try to block out all that stuff and just focus on the main things, just the team and our receiver room and the locker room. And just first game come, if I don't see the expectation that y'all have for me, I mean, I don't really care. I just want to go out there and win a game. That's it.
How much of a confidence booster is it for you when people like Chris Carter or Marvin Harrison Jr. are saying this guy can be the next great receiver at Ohio State?
I mean, it's something great. I mean, I just got to go out there on the field and just show you guys that I could be the next, probably the great Ohio State receiver to come through here. So I mean, it's a blessing, have that, but I just got to go out there and play and show you guys. Oh, it means a lot for me to be, was it the first freshman? Yeah, I mean, just that's a blessing for me, for sure. Just shows all the hard work that I put in in the weight room and stuff. My dad, really. I mean, the maturity, just be older than, don't act my age, act older than my age. I mean, a lot of people tell me that I don't act my age. I'm way beyond my years. I mean, just got to be mature and don't act like a kid. For sure.
What is it
about 50-50 balls with you that make them 70-30 or 80?
Just when I see a 50-50 ball, I mean, I just think I got to make the play, and it's on me. It don't matter how the ball is. If it's a bad ball, I just feel like I got to make that play. It don't matter what the circumstances is. It don't matter if it's a bad ball. I feel like the ball is mine. No matter who in front of me or no, it don't matter.
Where'd that knack of getting between the ball and the defender come from, though? I mean, that kind of sets you apart, in my opinion, in a lot of ways. Have you always had that knack?
Oh, yeah, I did. Always had that knack. Since I started playing receiver at like 8 or 9 years old, I just found a way to, make sure that ball is mine when it's in the air. And I just got to always find a way to make my quarterback look good.
How's Will Howard look to you in camp? Ryan was saying Will Howard looked more in control, more comfortable. What have you seen from him since spring?
Oh, yeah, for sure. He definitely made a big jump from in the spring. I like his confidence. He's starting to talk a lot of mess on the field. And I like that about my quarterback. I love quarterbacks who like to talk and, just get around his players and make them feel good about themselves. He talk on the field. He just said a lot of stuff I can't say, but he go talk for sure.
Jeremiah, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I think we need. Yeah, I think we got some others.
Yeah, folks, we have Brandon Ennis on the north 20. Coach Entry said good spring, good fall too. He had a good spring and then followed that up with a good fall. Excellent. Thank you. Oh, he was here? Oh, yeah, he was here already. Yeah, I was supposed to get Carnell. Gee. Mike, is that Jordan Hancock just sitting on the bench? Can you recognize it? Is that him? Kind of looks like him on the far right. Yeah, I think he did. He might be waiting for TV. Yeah, exactly.
So,
quick question for you. There's so much talk around here all year, all season about Jeremiah Smith. Do people not talk about Emeka Uka? And what is Emeka Uka meant to you and your role?
Well, since I came in with him, I mean, obviously I love all the guys in the receiver room, but I mean, I feel like I guess it don't really matter who gets talked about the most. It doesn't bother me, at least. Probably doesn't bother much people, but no, I just love I love JJ, all the dudes in the receiver room, like I said, but no, I really don't feel like it matters to Mech at all, to be honest. I think people have seen what Emeka can do on the field. I know what he can do. So I guess I feel like it doesn't really matter to him, to be honest.
You've had to learn patience. How confident are you this could be a breakthrough year?
I feel pretty confident. I feel like Coach Hart has a lot of trust in me since I've been here. Like you said, patience, time, and I feel like we'll see what that can do towards coming up to the season.
How different are you now than you were earlier in your career? What has changed?
I feel like confidence for me, I feel like has built up way more than what I had my previous year since I've been here. So.
Everyone's knowing how fast you are. Yeah. It's a matter of just becoming what? What's the thing that's been missing, and what do you think you have now?
Just consistently making plays down the field, taking the top of the defense.
Coach was talking about like the fastest way to play with Coach Hartline is, cutting down those mistakes and being more consistent. Do you feel like you, over the course of the last few years, been able to cut down on mistakes and practices?
Yeah, I feel like the playbook and the mistakes have cut down, obviously, for me. I've been here longer than most of the guys in the room. I've been here as long as Mech, 4 years. So I feel like the mistakes aren't really a thing anymore.
When you did have those mistakes, how did you learn from them, and how did you kind of process that kind of development?
Just meetings every day with Coach Hart, going through the playbook over and over, and just working through that to not make those mistakes.
Jay, what have your impressions been of Will so far? And it seems like he's gotten a little bit more comfortable in kind of his new role.
Yeah, no, all the quarterbacks are good. Will, all the quarterbacks, I haven't really seen no difference. I like them all.
What about Devin? What have you seen from him so far?
Devin, like I said, all the quarterbacks, I feel like they're all good. I go with all the quarterbacks every day throwing, so I mean, they're all pretty good in my eyes.
What was it like to have that juggling catch the other day? That was a few days ago.
Yeah. Nah, it's normal thing for me. Yeah.
There's been an uptick in intensity in practice with Denzel and Jeremiah kind of jawing at each other a little bit yesterday. How do you feel that adds to the overall experience of practicing going forward? Big games and intense. How do you feel like that prepares you as well for
The competitiveness in practice with the DBs and receivers have been very high since I've been here. At least it's a lot of good on good work, which is going to get us receivers and DBs to be better during the season.
Who do you think's the best trash talker out of you guys, the receivers?
Probably Brandon Cornell, probably, yeah. IGB, Jermaine. Denzel throws a little 2 cents in there when he needs to.
Is that surprising for Jermaine to be the trash talker since he's so young? Or?
No, it's just certain guys. It's just who they are. Those three, Denzel, IGB, Jermaine, really have the trash talking, which is good. I like it. Yeah.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Jaden, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Well, give them another one.